Hey guys, Mythical here. So this is going to be a little bit of a different video than I've been posting lately. But if you're like me at all, and I'm sure most of you are, you've seen a bunch of these GTA 5 videos claiming to have found random things, mysterious things, creatures, hidden places, things of that nature. So I'm going to have a little series going of whether they've been modded or if they're actually legitimately in these games. So my first up right now, I'm going to be trying to prove or disprove the existence of the mysterious clown that is found in the motel in Sandy Shores. So first thing I wanted to do, I tried finding him on my online player and then realized that most of the videos that I've seen are actually done in solo or in story mode. So I went back out, scrapped all that footage that I took, and went back into story mode and started my hunt. I actually started doing this with Michael. Everybody I've seen always uses Franklin. I know Franklin is probably the most popular character in the game, so I just wanted to see if it would actually work with Michael, if it would work at all. And all the videos I've seen have you chasing the mysterious red arrows, having you go here, there, which way, sideways. I decided to skip all that and just go straight to the motel and see if I could have this clown just be there when I showed up. This is all of my footage that I took while I was hunting this clown down. Nothing's cut, it's all straight from gameplay. But as of right now, I am just going to fast forward through a bunch of this driving, so it took me a little bit of a time to finally get to the motel, and I will be back shortly. Alright, welcome back. So as I pulled in here, I decided to skip all the rooms in the part of the motel to my right and run straight to where the room is for the clown. The one thing I did notice right away was that you see all these hobos and people mingling about the motels and living in the rooms themselves. And I did get really excited right when I saw the warthog coming up the stairs, because it's pretty much right where every other video has that warthog spawning. And I'm just going to check some of these other rooms out real quick, because I know there's a couple other spots these warthogs that spawn. But I'm going to go straight to the room, see if he's there. Got really excited up to that point, and we're going to see in a couple seconds that same rat in all the other videos as well. And we're going to turn the corner, and unfortunately nothing, no clown whatsoever. I got really upset, really annoyed, and I figured, well, what did I miss? The only thing I didn't do was follow those stupid red arrows. So at this point I'm thinking myself to backtrack, find the starting point of these arrows, and go from there. Excuse me. And the other thing I did notice is that right now I shoot and you hear people scream. Every other video that they show, they shoot their gun, they do something, and you don't hear anything from any of the other non-players in the game, which is fairly odd because GTA, they've done a fantastic job of, making these non-player characters very vocal, very observant of what's going on around them for the most part. So you would have figured that somebody would have heard that gunshot from, the other people doing this video, and you would have heard at least something come out, but nothing. Alright, so at this point I decided to backtrack my way to all these little red arrows to see if somehow visiting these arrows actually made this clown spawn. And I decided on my way over there I didn't have any weapons, so I'm actually going to do a little fast forwarding, buy some weapons, and be back with my hunt of the red arrows. Alright, so now that I got some better weapons in case I actually do come across this clown, I'm going to look for these red arrows. So that is the motel there, and I should have another red arrow somewhere over here. It should be, I believe it's to my left more. And there's the liquor store there. That's the other red arrow pointing towards the motel. So I'm going to head over back that way and see if I can find my other red arrow on the little sticky outy thing at the UFO base camp. So as I'm looking around for this other red arrow, I am realizing that I really have no idea which direction it actually did come from. I couldn't remember when I was actually recording this. And I'm starting to realize too that the time frame of when all these videos are recorded, it's always at night. It's always, you know, spooky, scary type, you know, settings. And my time in the game is right around the same time that these videos are always shot at. So I'm actually going to go back to the motel now and see if those clown spawn. Maybe it's a time spawn. So I'm gonna make my way back to the motel and see if he's there. Alright, so back at the motel. It's raining now, so that makes it even a little bit more spooky while I'm walking through here. I'll go straight to the room after I pick out my lovely shotgun. And we're gonna see if this damn clown makes his appearance for me finally. Let's turn on my flashlight too, and we'll see what's gonna happen. And big surprise, still no freaking clown. Not there, and not anywhere. And so as I'm walking through here, I'm really starting to think that it's got to be related to those red arrows. So now I'm really going to try to hunt down the starting point of the red arrows and follow it back towards the motel and see if that clown spawns then. So I'm going to fast forward until I find that first red arrow, and we will be back. And we're back. Now this is the first red arrow on this weird cylinder thing in the middle of the desert with all the alien pictures and stuff on it. There's even some aliens drawn into the sands right next to it. So I'm going to follow this to the next one, which is at the alien base camp, then over to the liquor store, and then over to the motel. It's the final destination. Alright, here we are at the second one. I'm going to look around real quick around this thing, get my bearings, and then head off to the liquor store. Alright, so we made it to the liquor store. I'm just going to end up driving right past this and heading straight back towards the motel. Hopefully we'll see this clown spawn. And yes, from my very first red arrow to now, I have really screwed up this little truck here. The front wheel is not spinning at all, so I figured I'm not going to switch vehicles yet. I'm just going to make my way there and hopefully kill a clown. Alright, so now that we're back at the motel, I'm going to go back up. I'm actually going to go back to where I spawned that first warthog to see if it did respawn. And hopefully that will help spawn this clown. Alright, so he wasn't there when I first saw him, but he is in this room. So I'm going to kill him, I'm going to go back out, I'm going to go down the back way into the clown room. And hopefully we'll see a clown sitting there for us. Alright, so now we're going to go into this room here. This is where the clown is. Apparently I have somebody trying to shoot me from behind. I think I actually hit this guy's truck, or I did something to this guy. And he took it upon himself to track me back to the motel and try to kill me. It was pretty funny, actually. So we'll take this guy out real quick. Apparently you can't shoot through a picket fence. And there we go. Now he's gone. I think I had somebody else come after me too. I don't remember now though. Alright, now let's see if this clown is standing in the corner here. And nothing. Still no clown whatsoever. No clown. Not there. Not over here. So once again I get a little bit disappointed. And now I'm kind of thinking maybe it really does have to do all with Franklin and not with Michael. So I'm going to switch characters after I kill these guys. See, I told you there were some other guys that came out after me for that. I will switch characters and come back here with Franklin following the red arrows and see if I can get the clown to spawn. So I'm back here at the first red arrow. I'm going to take a look around this thing, make sure I'm not missing anything. Most of the videos they show him, he's walking around, looking at stuff, looking at the red arrow, blah, 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 blah. I really don't have a feeling it really mattered, but I figured it was worth a shot. At this point, I was willing to try anything to get this clown to spawn. Alright, here's the second one. I'm just going to end up fast forwarding all the way back to the motel because I'm just repeating myself now. So I'm just going to do a quick fast forward and we'll be right back. Alright, so we're back at the motel now. And I'm gonna select my trusty shotgun again. It takes a few seconds. I don't know what the hell I'm doing sometimes. So we'll do this. And originally I was going to run through the entire motel again just for shits and giggles and make sure I didn't miss anything. But I actually decided against it, and I saw a warthog and wanted to kill it. So I'm going to kill this warthog. And I'm going to head straight for the clown room. At this point, I'm really excited. I think I have the best chances right now of getting this clown to spawn. I'm going to go right in the room now and see what we get. Let's turn my flashlight on. No, it didn't use my flashlight. But still, no clown. None whatsoever. Used Franklin, went to all the checkpoints, and still I could not get this clown to spawn. So I figured I'd walk around, just see if I can, look around the other room, see if there's, anything else valuable, or, you know, see if there's anything else I can do to get this clown to spawn. So I'm going to walk around, look in the other rooms, and see what happens. After walking around a little bit, I decided to come in the room one last time, give him one last chance to spawn. And did it? No, he still did not spawn. So after, I think this in total of gameplay, it took about 45 minutes, almost an hour to do all this and come back a few times to see if he had spawned, and I still could not get him to spawn with Michael or with Franklin after following all the checkpoints, not following the checkpoints. So now I'm kind of wondering, there's got to be something, there's got to be some reason that they actually brought us here. All the arrows did lead us here for a reason. So I'm going to actually walk out of the room, and I look and I notice the pool. There's a pool back here with no water in it. And I see that thing flat, kind of glimmering in the pool. So I go on here, and sure enough, yeah, it's a collectible. So all those red arrows leading us all over Sandy Shore for this little piece of paper. And what is it? It's a scrap collection. Of course, it's my first one. I don't look for these types of things, but I think I will now. And with that, I'd have to say this is definitely a modded clown. Nothing I've tried in game has seemed to work to spawn this clown. Not with Michael, not with Franklin, not following the red arrows, following the red arrows, rain, shine, it didn't seem to matter. This clown is not going to spawn. Please hit that like and subscribe button below, and stay tuned for more to come.